I'm Mike Garland, and I'm an Assistant Comptroller for Environmental, Social, and Governance in the Office of New York City Comptroller John Liu. The New York City Comptroller is the investment advisor to the New York City pension funds, which have about $125 billion in assets and a long history of active ownership with our portfolio companies, particularly around issues of human rights, and where we think that's material to the fund's long-term performance, and going all the way back to anti-apartheid days, and the funds were led the way with regard to companies respecting the McBride principles for doing business in Northern Ireland, have for over 2 decades asked our portfolio companies to prohibit workplace discrimination around sexual orientation and gender identity. We're currently very active pushing 2 industries to be more transparent about the composition of their workforce by race and gender, all the way up through various levels, including senior management, and that's the banking and advertising industries, which have a history of underrepresentation and have had some success there, and also pushing companies to be more diverse on the board. I think what's particularly important about the Ruggie principles, and we look forward to reviewing the guide that ICCR is putting out, is we often engage companies and express our expectations, and we'll seek to hold accountable, bad actors, but where you have a whether or not they're legally enforceable, an internationally accepted standard that is, it makes it much easier to say, look, here are the expectations, both with regard to your conduct and your due diligence. And so I think it makes it easier to have that discussion. I think it reinforces at minimum the reputational risks associated for not complying with international standards. So I think it's an important piece of moving the ball for our ability to better address the issues in our portfolio.